This is Dario and I'm Sabiha Samar. Here are today's top stories. The International Monetary Fund has released its latest assessment of Uzbekistan's economy, revealing significant developments. According to a report by the Center for Economic Research and Reforms, Uzbekistan's GDP stood at an impressive $101.6 billion in 2023. This comprehensive assessment was a collaborative effort involving the Statistics Agency, the IMF, and the Center for Economic Research and Reforms. The study covered 14 regions, including 165 districts across the Republic of Kazakhstan, various regions, and the city of Tashkent. From July to August 2023, a technical assistance mission from the IMF conducted in-depth research analyzing the expenditures of over 7,000 households. This included detailed data on spending across several categories such as living and food, transport, culture, education, healthcare, and other services. Key findings from this research have shed new light on the size and impact of the informal and hidden economy in Uzbekistan. One notable outcome of the research was an adjustment in the nominal GDP figure. With the incorporation of new data, Uzbekistan's GDP was revised to approximately $101.6 billion. This reflects an increase of about $10.7 billion in 2023 alone. The report also emphasized the importance of aligning Uzbekistan's economic data with international standards set by the organizations like the IMF and the World Bank. Experts highlighted that harmonizing data methodologies is crucial for accurate economic analysis and comparisons with other countries, thereby enhancing the credibility of Uzbekistan's economic indicators on a global scale. The United Nations World Food Programme has received a generous $10 million contribution from South Korea. This funding, provided through the Korea International Cooperation Agency, is set to enhance sustainable agricultural production in Tajikistan, aligning with the country's priorities for food security and improved nutrition. Jeong Min Young, KOICA Tajikistan Country Director, emphasized the importance of this initiative, stating, "The South Korean government has officially designated agriculture as a key area of cooperation to strengthen food security in Tajikistan. This initiative is particularly symbolic as it aims to enhance agricultural productivity and inclusivity for vulnerable young farmers living in remote areas through the use of digital technologies." The funding is expected to benefit approximately 200,000 individuals, including 40,000 youths, aiming to promote skills and knowledge in agribusiness and rural development, supporting income-generating activities, market access, asset creation, and livelihood-building programs that incorporate digital solutions. WFP representative and country director in Tajikistan, Adam Musallam, expressed gratitude, saying, "The development and institution of sustainable agriculture practices will ensure food security for present and future generations. WFP is grateful for the Republic of Korea's support to help the country promote improved agriculture and food security in Tajikistan." This funding comes at a crucial time, as the FAO WFP Crop and Food Security Assessment Mission recently reported that over 1.5 million people in Tajikistan faced acute food insecurity in 2023. However, there has been some progress, with the number of acutely food insecure individuals decreasing from 20% to 16%. The Astana International Financial Center has surpassed its investment goal for Kazakhstan, attracting over $12 billion, well ahead of the target set for 2025. This milestone was reported following a meeting between President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev and Renat Bukhtorov, the manager of AIFC. During the meeting, Bukhtorov represented key outcomes of the AIFC's activities for the first half of 2024 and outlined plans for the future. Since its inception, the AIFC has contributed approximately $242.2 million to the national budget. Notably, $62.7 million of this amount was accrued in just the first half of 2024. The growth in tax revenues is attributed to an increase in the number of AIFC's participants and their intensified activities. In the first 6 months of this year alone, the AIFC welcomed more than 500 new companies, raising the total number of participants to nearly 3,000. This expansion has led to the creation of over 7,600 new jobs by the end of the second quarter of 2024. President Tokayev emphasized the importance of further strengthening the efforts of government agencies and financial institutions to leverage the AIFC's infrastructure to boost investment in Kazakhstan's economy. He set forth several tasks to ensure the continued development and success of the center. Kyrgyzstan's national budget has doubled from $2.9 billion in 2020 to $6.9 billion in 2023. This growth was highlighted by Akilbek Japarov, chairman of the Cabinet of Ministers, during a recent meeting of the Presidential Administration Board. Japarov emphasized advancements in tax reporting technologies, reducing the need for taxpayers to wait in long queues. The number of cash registers has increased sixfold to over 100,000 in 3 years. Starting 1st of July 2024, patent-based trading activities will be phased out as the government focuses on boosting investments, especially in the industrial sector, as stated by Japarov. He also stressed the government's focus on boosting domestic and foreign investments, particularly in the industrial sector. Already 29 new enterprises have been commissioned in 2024. Major projects like the Kambarata HPP-1 and the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway are also underway, reflecting the government's commitment to large-scale infrastructure development. In tourism, 3 major projects, namely Kyrgyz-Kurchevel, Baytik Resort and Chatkal Resort, are set to transform the sector, with the Kyrgyz-Kurchevel project aiming to create a world-class ski resort. Efforts are also ongoing to establish the Baytik Resort cluster and explore a potential collaboration with Uzbekistan for the Chatkal Resort. Japarov concluded with a call for continued professionalism, creativity and discipline to sustain the momentum of these ambitious projects, highlighting the government's commitment to economic growth and development. Turkmenistan's construction sector has achieved impressive growth, with a GDP increase of 9.3% for the first half of 2024. This was highlighted during an extended meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers led by President Sardar Berdimuhamedov. The Program of Social Economic Development and the Investment Program for 2024 have driven substantial investments in the construction sector. From January to June, capital investments reached approximately $4.4 billion, marking a 21% increase compared to the same period last year. During the first half of the year, Turkmenistan saw the creation of new enterprises and the commissioning of industrial facilities and residential buildings, covering a total area of 454,000 square meters. This highlights the country's vigorous efforts to expand its industrial base and improve living standards. The Ministry of Construction and Architecture reported a remarkable performance, fulfilling its plan by 107.8% over the 6-month period. Additionally, the Ministry of Industry and Construction Production produced goods and executed projects valued at approximately $252 million. These achievements in the construction sector align with Turkmenistan's broader socio-economic development goals. The government's strategic initiatives aim to bolster economic growth, create jobs, and enhance the quality of life for its citizens. That's all for today's news. Stay tuned for more updates.